Hello my dear students. In this video we will discuss about the Civil War. As you know, we were discussing chapter number 2 of class 9th history, that is the Russian Revolution. Until now we have studied in the last video regarding the October Revolution and what happened in Russia after the October Revolution. As you know, in October Revolution, socialist government came to power in Russia. And after October Revolution, as Lenin came back to Russia and gave his April thesis, and in his April thesis he said to renaming the Bolshevik party as the Communist Party, and other clauses of his April thesis consist of like nationalization of the banks and the redistribution of the land. So students, in this video we will discuss about what were the circumstances which was created in Russia after the implementation of this Lenin policy of the redistribution of the land among the common people. This thing led to a condition of a civil war in Russia. When Bolshevik ordered land redistribution, Russian army began to break up. Why Russian army began to break up by the redistribution of the land? Because the soldiers who were there in the Russian army, most of the soldiers came from the rural background, from the peasant family. And when they got the news of redistribution of land, they were more interested in moving back to their village and occupying or taking the land which was redistributed and did the work of cultivation over there. And this thing led to the breakup of the Russian army. And all these things, the land was redistributed, and whose land was redistributed? Obviously the land of the landowners, the big landowners. And when their land was redistributed, obviously they protest against this. And this protest of the landowners and the peasant overtaking the land led to the condition of a civil war in Russia. Non-Bolshevik socialist, liberal, supporters of autocracy all came together. Non-Bolshevik socialist. Bolshevik party, that is also a socialist party. And non-Bolshevik socialist means Menshevik group. The Menshevik group, the liberal group, and the supporter of autocracy means the supporters of the monarchy. They were also known as the pro-czarist. Pro means the one who support, and czarist the king, monarch. All these came together to oppose the Bolshevik one. And they created their own troops, their own army, their own soldiers group to fight. The troops of the non-Bolshevik socialists were known by the name of Green. They were called Green because their uniform was green in color. Supporters of autocracy known as the White, and Bolshevik one, the Bolshevik party guards were known as the Red one. So there was a clash civil war between the Reds and Green and Whites on one side. And these groups, the non-Bolshevik socialist, liberal, and supporters of autocracy or the pro-czarist also got the support of France, British, USA, and Japanese troops. Why they got the support? Because all these nations were the capitalist nation, and by the growth of the Bolshevik party or the socialist revolution which was taking place in Russia, they get alarmed. These capitalist countries got alarmed, and they also tried to stop it. That's why they were supporting these groups who were opposing the Bolshevik party. That's why they also came in their support. And all of them organized the troops to fight in South Russia against the Bolshevik party. The supporters of private property. Who were the supporters? Obviously, pro-czarist. The supporters of private property took harsh steps against the peasants who seized their land, who established their control over the land, This led to a loss of popular support for the non-Bolshevik. When they started treating the Bolshevik one, or not the Bolshevik, when the pro-Tsarists started doing the harsh treatment with the peasant, then obviously their support reduced and the supporters of the Bolshevik grew in number. And the Bolshevik party became more popular. By January 1920, Bolshevik controlled most of the Russia. How obviously now all came in favor of the Russia, because you know the peasants were in majority in Russia, and when the Bolshevik party started talking in favor of peasants by giving them the land of the big landowner, by doing the redistribution of the land, obviously they came in favor of the Bolshevik party and their support became wider. Bolshevik controlled most of the Russia by the support of non-Bolshevik nationalities, means the nationalities, other nations who were under the control of the Russia, and Muslim Jedites. Muslim Jedites were the Muslim reformers group who lived over there. Russian colonists. Russian colonists means the people who live in the colonies under the Russia also turned towards the Bolshevik, in favor of the Bolshevik party. Like one of the Russian colony was Khiva in Central Asia. Bolshevik colonists brutally massacred the local nationalities. The local nationalities, who were the local Russian people who were in favor of the Bolshevik, who were against the Bolshevik, like the pro-Tsarist. Okay, so now what they did, the colonized the people who live in the colony of the Russia. They came in support of Bolshevik party and they started doing the brutal massacre of the Russian people who were against the Bolshevik party. In the name of that, they were defending the socialism. And this situation led to a condition of a confusion in Russia, because many started thinking that what actually the ideology of the Bolshevik group, what the Bolshevik represent, what is actual socialism, whether it is the brutal massacre of the people. It led to the brutally massacre of the people, and to remedy this, to turning people against in its favor, what the Bolshevik did, most non-Bolshevik in this situation, many confused. To remedy this, most non-Russian nationalists were given the autonomy in USSR. Students, after the October Revolution in the year December 1922, USSR got established. Earlier it was Russian Empire under the monarch. But when the socialist government was established in Russia, now Russian Empire get converted into USSR, means Union of Soviet Socialist Russia. It was established in December 1922. And in USSR, the colonies which were there under the Russia, they also got the autonomy. And through this, the Bolshevik party people got the support of these Russian colonists also. And finally in 1924 Lenin died, and after the death of Lenin, another man came to the power who became the leader of the Bolshevik party in Russia, and he was Stalin. Stalin came to power in Russia in 1924 and remained there till 1953. So this thing we will study further, that how the Stalin did the collectivization process in Russia and other things. Thank you all.